right, you can still come a little closer if you like. That works better. Well, thanks for being here. It's a really special day. It's our favorite day of the year here to see the community here and how excited you all are and the support that we feel from all of you. We have people here who have driven in from Ohio and Michigan and up from Georgia. Somebody's flying in from London later on, and so it's really turning into a special place here. I've got some guests that I'd like to acknowledge here. We've had just amazing support from the local community, from Mantua Township, and the Mantua Township government has been right with us from the very beginning of this. And we have two committee men here with us, Sean Layton, raise your hand, and Bob Zimmerman. And a lot of our progress has been thanks to them. And then Heather Simmons, where are you, Heather? Right here. Heather Simmons is a Gloucester County freeholder and the Associate Director of the Edelman Fossil Park. And please, all of you, thank her before you leave today for just doing all this work and setting up this wonderful event. Thank you, Heather. And later today, Gene and Rick Edelman will be here, and we can't thank them enough. Last fall, they made a $25 million contribution to our efforts here, and because of them, we will be building a beautiful fossil park museum and visitor center, and we should be opening the doors of it in about 3 years. And when that happens, we'll be open 7 days a week. We'll have a full staff here, and you can come and visit as often as you like. So this place is amazing. This is the best window into the Cretaceous period, the end of the time of the dinosaurs east of the Mississippi, and taking you back in Earth history, back to the time of the dinosaurs. It's very, very warm at the time. There's no ice in the mountains. There's no ice at the South Pole or the North Pole. All that water is in the ocean, and it raises the level of the ocean by about 300 feet. So if you were standing here 65 million years ago, you see the tops of those tallest trees there? That's about the level of the sea. And you'd be in the ocean. The coastline would be up in Pennsylvania, about 20 miles from here, and swimming right through where you are now, giant sea monsters like a mosasaur. A mosasaur is like a marine Komodo dragon, 55 feet long, a 6-foot jaw. They have a third eye and a second set of teeth and jaws at the top of their throat to keep you from swimming back out. So this thing's a sea monster, really. Big sharks swimming around here. Lots of fish. We found a 22-foot long crocodile here a few years ago, 3 other species of marine crocodiles, 4 species of sea turtle, and we find most of these fossils that we study for our research down in a bone bed at the bottom of the quarry, and you can see our research area being excavated today. And we've been able to determine over the last few years that these fossils represent animals that all died together. It's a mass death event that we have recorded at the bottom of the quarry there. And we can see this mass death event occurred near the end of the Cretaceous period. But what's near in geology? 1,000 years, 100,000 years is pretty close when you're talking about stuff that's 65 million years old. Well, in the last couple of years, we've started to find indicators of meteor impact. The dinosaur time ends when an asteroid the size of Philadelphia, going 25 times the speed of a bullet, hits off the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico and blows a crater in the Earth's crust about the size of Massachusetts. When all that debris comes back in through the atmosphere, it heats up the atmosphere that day for a couple of hours to the temperature of a pizza oven. And that takes out the dinosaurs. That ends their amazing 165 million year reign on the land. So all the dinosaurs go extinct at that period except for one kind. Birds. Yeah, birds are dinosaurs. It's not correct to say that birds are related to dinosaurs or that birds came from... Birds are dinosaurs to the same degree that a T-Rex is a dinosaur, to the same degree that a Stegosaurus is a dinosaur. So all of the non-bird dinosaurs died 65 million years ago, along with 75% of life on the planet. And so far, that impact layer from fallout and other proxies for meteor impact has been found in about 300 spots around the world, but fossils have never been found in that layer. Well, guess what? In the last couple of years, we've started to find those indicators of asteroid impact, asteroid fallout in this bone bed here. And so it's starting to look like us. This is a hypothesis that we're testing. It's starting to look like us, that the only place in the world where you can put your finger on an individual that was killed in that terrible pivotal calamity that wipes out the dinosaurs and really makes the modern world as we know it, is in the Edelman Fossil Park behind Lowe's in Mantua Township. And if you watch PBS Nova in a couple weeks, October 18th, there will be a documentary about the extinction of the dinosaurs, and we'll send out an email to all of you. And part of it is a new drilling project off the coast of Mexico, and part of it was shot right here at the Edelman Fossil Park. So October 18th on PBS Nova. The other great thing about this site is that above that layer, there's about 25 vertical feet of this green sand here. It's full of fossils. And all of you today, if you try and if you're not afraid to get dirty, you're gonna find a 65-million-year-old fossil with your own hands. Now, the way to find fossils is you're looking for ancient life, right? So if it looks like a random clump of dirt, it's a random clump of dirt, right? You want to find things that show the pattern of life, the textures of life, the symmetry of life. You can find things like clams and oysters and brachiopods, which look kind of like clams, sponges, bryozoans. Some of you might be lucky enough today to find shark's teeth. They look like shark's teeth. And they're shiny because they still have the enamel on them, but they're black because they haven't brushed their teeth in 65 million years. So they're full of iron. Some people find little bits of turtle shell, sometimes even a few vertebrae of a turtle or a crocodile. It's a great experience to explore with your own hands. And we have people who've been trained in fossil identification, and they're staffed around here that will help you identify what you find. Good ways to find fossils: dig in the hills here, go in the stream, have fun in the stream, get the sediment out of the stream, put it in the sieves there. Out on the flat area, please don't dig holes out there on the flat area. It's getting down too close to the area that we have to map out very carefully. So you can dig holes in the hills, but not on the flat parts. Have fun. Thanks for being here.